Hello, my dear investor. Welcome to this channel that teaches you the principles of financial education and the world of investments in a practical, simple, and objective way. And in this video, we will cover don't save your money in the bank for this. Many people and even small investors, due to a lack of financial knowledge, end up leaving their hard-earned money in the bank, often thinking that this could be a good way to invest their money. The thing is that banks attract these small investors to raise financial resources and use this money to multiply it dozens of times and pass on to the small investor a small amount of that invested money. This creates the illusion that we are making our money multiply. But what really happens is that the ones who profit from this are the banks, who use your money to multiply it hundreds of times more, through bank loans, for example. And often the return on this capital that you invested does not keep up with inflation, generating a loss of financial value for you. But don't worry, we've come to this video to bring you more profitable and safer investment solutions that you can invest your money in. Much safer and more profitable than just leaving your money in the bank. So stay until the end of this video, and your wallet will certainly thank you for making more assertive decisions about how to invest your money better, and no longer relying on these traditional investment methods that only make banks rich. Let's go. Robert Kiyosaki, in his best-selling book on finance called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, intelligently analyzes how the society in which we live is financially structured. There are 4 groups: self-employed workers, employees in general, entrepreneurs, and investors. In other words, the entire society in which we live is basically structured financially in these 4 categories. Let's delve deeper into this subject to analyze how society is structured financially and in which category we currently find ourselves, whether good or bad. It is worth remembering that each individual is part of one of these groups or participates in more than one, which reflects where their sources of income come from. Let's talk about each of these groups. First group, employees in general. People in this group generally work in formal jobs in public or private organizations and are attracted by the salaries and benefits of their careers. For those who like to generate income in a formal and predictable way, being part of this group can be wonderful. But despite generating income in their budget, they depend only on their own salary, that is, only one type of income, which is generally insufficient to create wealth, since their entire salary is used to pay bills and credit card interest. They do not have financial freedom, since they depend exclusively on their salary to survive and are tied to their weekly workload. Examples include civil servants or employees of private companies, working for governments and medium and large companies. Second group, self-employed. Included in this group are those people who decided to create their own small businesses and now depend solely on it to survive. They do not have a fixed and stable income, since their earnings are directly proportional to their working hours. These people may end up evolving and generating more wealth, but this depends on several factors for their success, such as good management and business vision. Large companies started as small businesses, so here there is a possibility of growing and taking the next step towards the flow of wealth. They also have greater work flexibility, as they are not required to stick to set schedules. However, they depend solely on a single source of income. If they have an unforeseen event that prevents them from working, their source of income is cut off, as their income depends solely on their presence and their own efforts to generate income. If they do not work, they do not generate income. They generally have limited economic growth, as it is not a scalable business that can grow to become an independent income generator. As examples, we can mention app drivers, lawyers, accountants, and any professional who pursues a self-employed career. Third group, businessmen. This group is made up of people who own medium to large companies who employ people to work in their businesses. Over time, this can provide the much dreamed of financial independence. These people generally have freedom and flexible working hours and do not depend solely on a single source of income. Their income is made up of several assets that generate profits in their bank accounts every month. This select group includes people who have started to generate a scalable flow of wealth. The difference with these people is that they do not work for money, but hire other people to work for them through their businesses. This generates more freedom and wealth in their lives, providing more time and leisure to spend with their family and friends. As an example, we can mention the true owners of the most valuable companies on the planet. And you certainly use some product or service from these companies. They include Mark Zuckerberg, owner of Facebook, Bill Gates, owner of Microsoft, among others. Fourth group, investors. Here is the 1% of people who hold 99% of the wealth on our planet. The difference between these people is that they will never work for money. They make money work for them, through their passive income generating assets. They understand that money is a terrible boss, but an excellent employee. So instead of working for money, do the opposite. Make money work for you. They know how to make money work for them through one of the greatest forces in the universe, which is compound interest. They own assets that generate scalable and profitable wealth. For example, shares in good companies. These same assets generate passive income every month without the need for these people to actively work. Their own assets work 24 hours a day for them, come rain or shine. The first two groups do not generate scalable and profitable wealth. These same people spend their lives working for money. In the last two groups, there is a profitable and scalable cash flow that allows you to achieve your dream of financial freedom. The secret to achieving financial freedom is to transition from being a freelancer or employee to becoming a business owner and investor. This is the only way to achieve financial freedom. And by making this transition, you will be in the select group of people who are prospering financially. And now that you know a little about how society is structured financially, you need to identify which group you are currently in. Once you have done this analysis, we will now discuss the 3 wealth-generating assets. These will help you move from the side that does not generate wealth, that is, the side of the freelancers and employees, to the other side of prosperity and financial abundance, that is, the side of business owners and investors. First asset, business. Businesses are wealth-generating assets. Rich people build successful businesses. Building businesses allows us to generate a scalable and prosperous flow of wealth. Just think about the richest people in the world. Most of them built successful companies. Another great alternative is to invest in already established businesses, such as shares in large companies. Have you ever thought about being a partner in Apple? Simply one of the most valuable brands on the planet. Yes, you can buy shares in good companies that are already established in the market today. Second asset, real estate market. The real estate market provides good opportunities to generate wealth and passive income for its investors through the purchase and sale of properties or even monthly rental income. People make fortunes every year with this asset that generates wealth and passive income. A good and also more accessible and cheaper alternative to being part of this lucrative market is to invest in real estate investment trusts, REITs. These assets generate passive income for their investors through dividends. In the financial market, there are great opportunities accessible to anyone. Third asset. An exchange-traded fund, ETF, is a combination of a wide range of assets, such as stocks, REITs, or government bonds, which makes it a good option for investing in a variety of assets and minimizing risks. If you are a beginner in the market and want to diversify your assets to minimize risks and at the same time have a good profitable return, ETFs can be a great option. But this requires studying which ones best meet your objectives. It is worth noting that each asset is a fundamental piece that plays different roles in building your wealth and passive income. By creating a diversified portfolio of assets, you will be minimizing risks in the face of possible crises that the market may go through. So it is worth remembering, invest in good assets that generate passive income, diversify your portfolio to mitigate risks, study the market to know how to invest better. Educate yourself financially. With all this information and tips, you will be building a portfolio of assets that will bring you an excellent passive income that will bring more wealth and quality of life to you and your family. So, to end this video, I want to tell you not to leave your money in the bank, but to look for assets that will really bring you good opportunities for profitability and passive income. And that's all for today, my investor friend. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to receive all our videos on how to invest your money better and achieve financial freedom. I'll stop here and see you in the next video. See you then.